This week on Inside Boulder News, a recent comprehensive housing strategy survey yields some interesting results. Ride the Rockies brings thousands of cyclists and thousands of dollars to our community. And local firefighters hit the streets to prepare for wildfire season. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. The results from the Comprehensive Housing Strategy Survey are in, and at least some of the results were surprising. The Comprehensive Housing Strategy, currently under development, will define the priorities and goals for the expansion and preservation of diverse, affordable housing choices in Boulder. The survey was conducted early this winter and asked Boulder residents and commuters about their housing preferences and needs.
We learned quite a bit about why people make certain housing choices. Specifically, we always assumed that people chose not to live in Boulder because it was too expensive. And what we found was that it's not necessarily that people can't afford to live in Boulder, it's that for the amount that they're able to spend on a house, they can find a larger house with a yard just outside of Boulder.
The survey also helped to identify the needs of seniors in our community.
So one of the things we found, or the survey told us, is that seniors, almost half of them, are thinking about leaving Boulder because they're concerned about the cost of living, but also they perceive that the choices are not here for what they might need.
This summer, you'll have a chance to help identify key priorities for the comprehensive housing strategy through a symposium and some working groups. Stay tuned to Inside Boulder News for dates and times. To find out more about the comprehensive housing strategy, log on to bouldercolorado.gov/CHS. Boulder will host 2,000 cyclists this weekend to kick off the 2014 Ride the Rockies. The recreational tour will begin on Sunday, June 8th, and the riders will travel 471 miles over 6 days and end in Golden on June 13th.
Over the course of a week, you're looking at about $1.5 million economic impact throughout all of the host communities. On average, an overnight community can see up to $250,000. It's slightly less for a start and finish town just because you don't get quite as many of the lodging properties, but between lodging, entertainment, restaurants, businesses, you're looking at about $250,000.
The riders will arrive in Boulder this Saturday to check in at Fairview High School and then head downtown for an expo and live music in Central Park next to the Farmers Market. They will head out early on Sunday morning from the back of Fairview High School and up through Boulder Canyon. Boulder Canyon will be closed from 6 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. To get all the details, log on to ridetherockies.com. Ride the Rockies is the first of several athletic events that Boulder will host this summer. On August 3rd, athletes from across the world will compete in Boulder's first Ironman triathlon. The long-distance triathlon consists of a 2.4-mile swim in Boulder Reservoir, 112-mile bike ride through our vast open space, and will finish with a marathon distance run on the Boulder Creek Trail. For more details, log on to Ironman.com. A few weeks after the Ironman, the USA Pro Cycling Challenge returns to Boulder on August 24th. We'll host the Stage 7 start of the professional cycling race, which is the largest spectator event in Colorado history. Spectators will see Olympians, world champions, and Tour de France competitors. And this year, you may even be able to cheer on your neighbor's 5-year-old.
The big thing that we're adding is the Kids Challenge bike ride. And that's going to be right after the start. We're going to gather kids from 11 years old and younger, and we will take them on part of the race course, and they'll use the stage in the start area, and from Strider kids to little kids on tricycles if they want to, and then up to 11 years old, and those kids will probably be on road bikes, mountain bikes.
Kids Challenge Bike Ride is a fundraiser for Community Cycles, and you can register your kids for $5 at usaproboulder.com. The first 300 kids who register will get a free t-shirt. Last week, local firefighters came together for wildland-urban interface training. In addition to practicing techniques and tactics, the firefighters conducted assessments house to house, looking for potential hazards in the event of a wildfire. The goal is to prepare a strategy for the neighborhoods that are at the most substantial risk for structure loss in hopes of developing and refining specific strategies.
LAL 3. What it does is it gives us a better understanding of how long things really take. On paper, these things look really easy to do, and when you get out on the ground, you get to see that the hillsides are steeper, that there's more vegetation around the homes, that maybe the gutters haven't been cleaned, or there's building materials that might be less fire resistant than we'd like. So these are the things that we like to train our guys to look at, identify, and mitigate.
To find out the best ways to make your home and neighborhood safer from wildfire, Smith recommends logging on to firewise.org. You'll find information about defensible space, landscaping techniques, as well as many other tips and tools. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.